Today I thought we'd do a spooky stream. Well, it's another request stream, uh, but I would want to do some spooky requests since I want to favor spooky requests if anyone has them. Uh, I'm drawing a lima bean now. I was drawing this yesterday. I brought something to draw into the place, but then everything went crazy. That's true. That's a true story. Um, and so it's just I know it's here somewhere. So I've heard some crazy stories about lima beans. One of the stories I heard about lima beans was that not Plato, who's the other one? Socrates. Socrates was like terrified of beans, and they think he had a phobia of beans, maybe, but he definitely said that when people died, they were reincarnated into beans, which like that's Pythagoras. It's Pythagoras. What did I say? Socrates? It's not Socrates. It's Pythagoras. I remember now. Okay, Pythagoras. I've looked him up a couple of times because I can't remember why actually. I learned he's insane. Mendel, Euler, Euler. No, it's definitely Pythagoras. You're trying to trick me. uh Pythagoras. So first of all, Pythagoras was ripped, and the he was in a cult. He was the leader of a cult, and that's like of the time. This isn't like us looking back and being like, "Eh, it's a little culty." Of the time, the people were like, "This guy's in a freaking cult. This guy's a cultist." Hey, Frog Official, it was going to be a lima bean. These guys are nuts. And so they, yeah, oh, nuts. So they were going, I was just thinking, it's like she's holding a compact. Trying to like see what's going on. Well, Oddfud and I were discussing where's the heel of the hand because it turned out we had like totally different opinions. I thought this was the heel, and she said she thought this was the heel. And then we both said that really we would call this the heel if like we were being functional. And then we looked it up and it's this part is the heel. And so then we were joking about how we would spend our time looking that up. And then the only people we saw anywhere talking about it online, like what to use for the heel of the hand, was for CPR. And then you turn and like Oddfoot's passed out. And we've been fighting about which is the heel, but really we should have just been giving her CPR. I don't know if that joke hits in a discussion form. Okay. Pythagoras, nutty guy, man. So then also, he didn't believe Pythagoras' theorem. Like, he thought every number had a square. So really, he was trying to disprove Pythagoras' yeah, for sure. So many freaking bones. Bones are nuts. That's what's nuts. So he was trying to disprove his own, like what we now call Pythagoras' theorem. And it was his students who later went on to show that it was real. Yeah, so he was like an anti-religion, and the Romans, or the Greeks rather, the Greeks were like, not having any of that shit, and so they like hunted him down. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So they hunted him down, and they got him. They got him. He was in a math cult. And so there's all these crazy stories told about him because he was a freaking cult leader. Um, yeah, so he's terrified of beans. They catch him finally. They've been going after him forever, and they finally catch him because they catch up with him, and he's running away, right? And you have to remember, this guy, if I haven't said it enough, this guy is ripped, so he's in really good shape. And he's running away, and he's gonna get away, right? He's gotten away many times before. Like he's been hunted for a long time, but what's happening over here? For a long time and never had a problem. He gets away. He's practically away. He gets to a field of beans and he just like stops and he refuses to go any further. I'm gonna move this arm a little bit and give it something better to do than just kind of like sticking out in the back. Yeah, so then he stops, then he gets caught and he gets put to death because the only religion can be Caesar. I don't actually know what the politics of the moment were, but I do know they didn't put up with like other people gathering power in such a way, like cult leaders. And so there's a theory that he actually had this like relatively rare, but still more common than you'd think, allergy, like genetic allergy, that causes a severe allergic reaction to fava beans. Hey, Vampire Silas, welcome back. Yesterday, I accidentally drew a lima bean. I cannot remember whose request it was or what I was going to do with it, but I accidentally drew a lima bean, and I was like, I'm going to draw a lima bean girl, and then I just didn't. So I'm doing it now, and I had her facing like straight at us, but I kind of want her facing this way. So I'm changing her. I think I'm giving her a lipstick, even though, yeah, I'm going to put lipstick in her hand. Or some sort of makeup. She has her compact out. Compact? Compact? Hmm. Oh man, I learned that people say a word differently than I've ever heard recently. One of those linguist channels, and it was suggest. So if you hear how I say suggest. And like, if I broke it down into two syllables, it would be sug and jest. But usually I say suggest. But I heard that a lot of people say suggest. Suggest. No g, only suggest. Which like I get it, right? Like you're doing a little bit less work and it sounds almost exactly the same. Oh, with jasmine rice. Like lentils is really good, like orange lentils. I like that. I mostly eat black beans. Like if I'm gonna eat any beans, I love black beans. But chickpeas, we eat a lot of chickpeas are good too. I would leave the choice of beans, I think, up to Odd Fudd. But the ones that I said would be delicious. Oh, kidney beans. I don't do a lot of kidney beans. I hear people really like them. Yeah, I love black beans are my favorite bean. Well, chickpeas are really good like in food. Like if you're gonna make a food out of a bean, do it out of a chickpea. It's freaking amazing. But if you're gonna, and they have like aquafaba and all that stuff, like chickpeas kind of like are a magic trick. There's something under here. You can see there's like a dark spot. It's not that, so it must be on one of these intermittent pages. It's higher. Yeah, but black beans, like if I'm gonna eat something, like I come from a tradition of eating, we ate a lot of Tex-Mex when I was a kid. My father had run, before I was born, my father had run a Mexican Tex-Mex. There it is. It's a little tiny granny sand. You can't even see it. A Tex-Mex restaurant. Yep, it's gone. And so I grew up eating a lot of Tex-Mex, and that has a lot of black beans. And so I really love black beans because of that. I'm trying to think of a pun for Lima Bean Girl or Bean Girl. Where you been, girl? Oh man, I don't have a visual imagination. So like I can in theory imagine a bunch of kidney bean someone's like doing unsocial driving. What is it? Unsocial driving. It's called something like that, like where you're just kind of a dick to the neighbors. There's a crime and it's called like antisocial driving. Antisocial driving, I think. Oh yeah, where you been, girl? So I can't imagine oh man. Not Peru. I think my girl's been in Peru. I forget. I forgot. I never knew. One of those. Yeah. Okay, we're changing her positioning. Well, we've already changed it a lot. We're it's migrating down to the legs. Oh yeah, I love sushi. I don't eat a lot of it anymore. Um, I used to live by the ocean, and so like I felt great eating sushi. I've never had chicken. I don't like chicken livers. I don't like liver. I will eat it in some things, like if somebody makes a pate, I will have a tiny bit of it. I don't mind that. What's the evil duck one? I'll have a little bit of that, but I don't particularly care for liver. I don't like liver very much. I've had a lot of like chicken and duck hearts. I think that's fine. I don't, they're not my favorite, but I will eat them. But yeah, I don't eat a lot of sushi anymore now that we don't live by the ocean, even though we essentially still live by the ocean. It's kind of untrue that we don't live by the ocean. We do. I think I would still, if we went to like a Japanese restaurant and like we were having dinner out and it was sushi, I think I would eat sushi. I would eat sushi then. Okay, yeah, this is my girl. She's from Lima, Peru. That's what she says anyway. She's actually from Lima. She's actually from Boston. Okay, I want to make sure I get her foot right here. Okay, that's right. That's right. Sometimes drawing the box helps so freaking much. It's so stupid. What's stupid is for years I didn't think drawing the box helped me, and maybe it didn't. Like maybe that's true, but I really struggled and I would never draw the box. It just felt like it wasn't going to work. You know what? I'm just remembering. I'm just realizing now. It's like sometimes what's right doesn't look right to me on the drawing. And I'll be like, oh, I must be messing it up. And I will change it even though I was right. And then it'll be wrong because I'll have changed it to be wrong. So Hang on, where does this leg fall? This leg is going. There's that, there's that, there's this. Okay, this leg is mostly pointing kind of, if that's the knee, it's like there we go. That's fine. That's a fine leg. I'm gonna stop right there. What do lima beans look like? I have no I do not like lima beans. They were one of the beans that I was constantly fed as a child. I do not know why. Like, learn a different bean. But I was always, I think this is going to be good. It feels like the right color for a lima bean. I was always lima beans, lima beans. Everything was lima beans. They're just too dry. It feels like you're eating sand. It's terrible. Yeah, I don't like kidney beans. That's funny. It's yeah. I've been there. I've tried to draw a human eye and it come out wrong hundreds of times. So what I was kind of saying is like I would do things and then I would do the box, right? Everyone tells you like, "Oh, do the box, do this. Here's an advice to make it work good." And then you do the advice, you make it work good, and then like it feels wrong. So I would change it. And now I do the advice to make it look good. I use the box, I use whatever, and then I keep working on it. It looks wrong, but I know it's right because I have experience. And so I keep working on it, and then all of a sudden it looks right. And I wonder how many times before I knew, before I had the experience, I was right. If I had just kept going, it would have been fine. So that's I was just thinking about that. Eyes are hard. You ever draw eyes, Oddfud? I don't. I feel like you're the biggest candidate for eye drawing. I don't think I ever see you draw eyes. I think maybe you used to. Well, you must have done in school. I'm going to use this to create some shadows just by making it darker around the edges. Oh, yeah, that's great. You just gotta. I don't even know what it was. You gotta use the box. And okay. I think that's good. What are we gonna do? We got green, and green and pink, baby pink, go really well together. I still can't find my pink, so I just decided I'm going to bust out my full box. Oop, and use the pinks and stuff that are in here. That's a lot of purple. Here we go. I think that's good. And let's do a slightly. This is called Deco Pink. And this is Blush Pink. And we got a hot pink too. I have so many pinks now. Neon pink. I think these ones for the dress, and let's grab another one just to have some variety. I'm gonna put this on top. Okay. Oh, cool. I had a very good friend growing up, and they did taekwondo. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to blush everything with this. I said blush because it's a blush. I'm going to Oh, fundus. I'm so uneducated about eyes. I don't even know what fundus is. Okay, yeah, the front of eye in high school. That makes sense. So I draw eyes a lot, right? You see me because I'm doing this art thing. And mostly animal eyes, so that's a little different, I guess. Although I'm sure I say the structure is mostly the same for, well, not like shrimp, but for a lot of mammals, right? But so I figured because this is a really light pink, I can go over everything and then leave it, like, not cover up where I want it to shine through. So I'm basically going to do the whole dress in this baby pink. But then I'm going to adjust from there. It makes me even like I thought maybe there would be extra colors in the box and I would have like left my pink crayon in there somewhere, but it's just not. Fundus is the anatomical equivalent of a cul-de-sac. Does that mean it looks like a cul-de-sac? It's like a ring, or it's some other. I have a. I don't even know the song. It's it's like the third or fourth song off the new Olivia Rodrigo album, stuck in my head. That one. Talking on the phone. I think everybody's changing, but I hope that they. I don't want to sing it too good. That's my excuse. I just pretend I sing really good off camera. It's the farthest from the opening, so it's like the part that's opposite the pupil. Oh, okay. Eyes are fascinating, man. Okay, and we're gonna do yellow on this because, oh, it's probably, I'm like thinking it's like a really old-fashioned lipstick. I'm gonna do black on it actually because yeah, I definitely experienced some traumatizing photos in I think I think gym class was the worst. I think I learned about car accidents in gym class and like, oh my God, don't do that. It's terrible. Jesus Christ. It's so bad. I never dissected a thing. Did you? Anyone else ever dissect? Like, what a interesting. And I don't know why. I was in biology. We were like all set to dissect, and then we just didn't. I think there was like they had trouble sourcing the pigs or something. Like I genuinely think I just lucked out. I've dissected worms, so I have dissected something. Ugh, yeah, I don't think I would be okay with. I don't know. I wouldn't be okay with it now, that's for sure. I think at the time I might have been okay with it. Like I was doing a lot of masking in school, like 100% masking 100% of the time in school. And so I think masking me would have been able to deal. Hey, Miss Hydration. Thank you. Yeah, I had a bottle of water before I sat down to stream. I try to always do that. And then I have some water right here. Always good to drink the water. I'm thinking I don't want to just do black boots. So let's do like white boots. A cat. Jeezy peasy. Well, yeah, you went to like some sort of form of medical school, medicine school, semi medicine school. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, squids are cool. Don't be mean to squids. I mean, you're not being mean. You know what I'm saying. It's really interesting. So we were just talking about the Greeks, right? And was it the Greeks had I think it's the Greeks had a moral aversion to dissection. And so they just wouldn't, right? And that caused a problem because then their medical knowledge was really bad. They didn't know shit about fuck. Like they thought dogs had two hearts. I almost said kidneys, but I think we all know two pancreas. I can't remember. There's like a famous example because like somebody writes about a like a ceremony where they are taking parts out of the animals. So like, they didn't mind taking like slaughtering an animal for science, not for science, for what is it when you're like, ooh, I got to figure out what the future holds. Oh yeah, interesting. Yeah, squids are fascinating. We're just starting to see the giant squids now. After years of like theorizing but not being sure. And I love that for us. All right, we did I really like this girl. Where you been? Darla. Hey Darla, where you been? And then she's like, "Fuck you, Jerry. Stop making fun of my head." I'm in a weird state today, I guess. Yeah, it's a lima bean. Thank you, Losticos. Oh, no problem, Linos. Welcome, welcome. I mean, how do you say welcome in German? I don't know. Guten Tag is good day. I definitely knew at some point. Oh, is it just welcome? Welcome, something like that? That's great. Oh, yeah. Los tacos. It's really easy to see now. Los tacos. Los tacos. Los tacos. All right. I used my new big pencils and they worked. I put them back. No one got lost. I still don't know where my dang uh ding dang dong, the inky one. Now I put all these over here for some reason, but I think like none of these actually have any ink in them. Let me just double check. No. I'm going to leave the lids off of the ones that don't have ink, I think. Because they just need to go in the garbage. Los Tacos. Yeah, Los Tacos is a great name. I never think to do a food-based name, except when I do something about caffeine or mostly caffeine. That's the only time I think I would be food-based in my username conventions. But tacos is a great friggin' thing to name. Like, oh my God. We live above a Mexican restaurant. So I used to only eat tacos if I made them myself. Or like every once in a while, my friends would be like, let's go to the taco place. And I'd be like, all right, yeah. Not my favorite, but we can do that, sure. And I never disliked what I got. It's good. I like tacos, but I much prefer to either make them myself, um, to make them myself, or even like have a burrito. Like, I don't know. And I think a big part of that is I think it's really hard to make corn tortillas or tortillas in general. And so the store-bought ones I like, they're pretty good. But a lot of the handmade ones I'm not a huge fan of. And that's just Lima Bean is a cross between Shrek. Oh, Shrek. Yeah, yeah. I think also they people don't cook them all the way. I feel like so many times I go to a restaurant, they have tacos and like homemade corn tortillas, and I get them, and then it's just like they're not cooked, and I don't like that. Yeah, I definitely prefer burritos, but we've been getting they sell tacos like so you can get single tacos in the restaurant we live above on Tuesdays for Taco Tuesday, you know. So we've been doing that, and it's been pretty good. I don't always get it, but yeah, yeah. Like, and like I get like I feel like I don't know. I do not know why people have such a hard time cooking tortillas of both like flour and corn, but it's crazy to me. Like I don't know. I don't know. I really like cooked bread. And I feel like that kind of thing gets undercooked often. Shoelaces go. You know what's really crazy? I think about all the time, but I never talk about is like how you can draw something and you like I could draw this over and over and over again at this size. And it's like it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be this. At about this quality almost every time. Sometimes a little bit better. Sometimes probably a little bit worse. But if I were to size this up and try to make it bigger, like my instinct tells me that that would make it easier and I'd be able to draw it better. But my experience tells me that I would not. And it would be harder for me to draw it at a bigger size. And I don't know why. I don't know why that disconnect. Hang on, I'm looking for my bigger pen. I'm hoping to find it. What's this? I have these guys. What are they? This might work. This one will work. It's not the best. Yeah, I was thinking I've made the joke mostly that she likes it. So I think I would say she like or at least she. Oh yeah, squid sounds good. I'm gonna look up both. I'm almost done with this one, so we're gonna see. I'm much better at drawing animals than people, although now that I've said that, it's gonna be bad. No. Come on, there we go. Man, I hear the craziest. I talk about this all the time. Is I hear people saying the craziest things make them think things are AI. Oh shit, I'm looking for a sea thing. Okay, this might be perfect. I met up with a printer who mostly prints t-shirts and everything, but they have a full, like really beautiful printer setup or screen press, and they convert to process color. They're really great. And I met them in Montauk. We do a craft fair, and Montauk's like on the sea, Montauk on sea, and they do print T-shirts of sea creatures and then sell them for charity and profit. Not they're not like 100% nonprofit. Firefly squid, and so I did at the time. I had some drawings of jellyfish for sale. Ooh, okay, okay. I really do like this. As firefly squid, for people who don't know, I did not know. Really freaking cool. I think I would do something like this with a lot of with the glow in the dark, like on a black paper. And then so I need something that I want to send to them because we talked about doing something for charity together, like a collaboration. Um, and so I need like a really good animal, like sea animal to do. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you never know, man. I I like to do so much research before I start saying what something is because I've been burned. I forget what it was. I was researching like a chipmunk or something, and I looked it up. I was spent so much time and decided I knew what it was, and then I was just totally off. Oh my God. Okay, is this guy is creepy as shit. Now we're just looking up squids. Oh, this this is like they show you a picture and go, "We found alien life." Oh, there's a ladybug over here. Good luck. Okay, I like this one too. I don't think it's bad. It's just it is a little creepy. What's the last one? What's the last one? Humboldt. Bah Humboldt. Yeah, so people will say, and like I get it, right? There's so much going on. Oh yeah, this is like the classic. Okay, I'm going to try to find a video of one of these guys bumping around. Let me draw a quick sketch. Here's something I drew a couple days ago. No, a couple of years ago. I had stuff to put on stream. Oh yeah, I have yesterday's requests. This is one. Are these 2 days ago? Maybe 2 days ago. Oh yeah, you got it. I just found it. I've just been reminded. Oh my gosh. Look at these. So I do a cartoon every day of these characters. And these are them all being princesses. Princess of the Rock. Geologist. Hey, Sapple Apple. Okay, let's do... Ooh, dessert. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up Humboldt squid. I'm kind of want to do the other one, but let's do this one. It's hard to find a good photo. Okay, so they're mainly body. Oh, of course. Hey, Desert. You might have been right the first time. I do not know the difference between desert and desert. It's one of my great shames, is I just find that so hard to wrap my head around. Rover videos? Oh, yeah. I will. Geologist. That's pretty good. That's great. Welcome. How's school doing? Okay. So I try to remember two S's, because is that the same, like diner is two at two ends, right? So like you get dessert at a diner. I don't know. Spelling has been one of my great weaknesses. Oh, maybe double S because there's so much sand. That might work. Okay. So I'm just trying to get like a sort of idea for how these guys look. Let me type in full body and see if... Sweet stuff. Yeah, I did it backwards. Damn it. I did all of them backwards. Yeah. I'm saying I read it wrong because I'm bad at double letters. Like what the hell double letters mean in English? I don't know. It's just okay. So these look like this. And then that can be in like all sorts of shapes, but that's the main thing. And it's got like a little... Okay. This isn't going to be his final position or anything. I'm just trying to get all the bits of it down so I can see what I'm doing after. Dinner bone. Sweet stuff for dessert. Dinner bone. Yeah, super sweet stuff. What? Oh yeah, desert bones. And it's just like the sand and the bones sticking out of it, bleached white from the sun. Wait, are you guys seeing this? Okay, okay. Okay. It's got a seam through the center here, kind of like that. This is like a hat almost. So that's good. And good for me. What the? Right, 8 legs, 2 tentacles. Oh, cool. There's like a turtle that lives in the desert. It's a tortoise, I guess. And they put it back. It had lived there for a long time, and then they kept it out. Oh, and they have a beak. These mofos have the beak going on. And then the 2 tentacles, I don't know, they're kind of long. Okay, and then the 8 legs. Ocho. Okay, and their legs are just regular, like octopus legs. Same, same. Okay. Oh, and I know the tentacles sometimes have the, like, that thing going on at the end. And there's like a space between its body and where the tentacles start. And then we can do all sorts of stuff with the legs. Okay, okay, okay. Whoa, really? Oh, travels in hundreds. Scary, yeah. Hey, Haintamo. Oh, yeah. I was thinking that, Hain. I was like, I want to make sure. Okay, so I'm putting that up there just for my own reference. Thousands. That's cool. Okay, so okay. So now we need to put him in a he's at doing something. So I guess we can have him like swimming, like up and away, like in this direction. Yeah, let's have our man over here, our man, woman, whatever, our squid friend. I don't know why I'm gendering this squid. That is unnecessary. Okay. Kind of come down like that. That's their toad hat. I cannot draw their little hat. Oh, this is too big. I think I'm even still too big. I'm gonna bring it down even more. Right, head foot. I know that they're cephalopods because they have that beak. It's like their foot, right? The beak is their like they're the same as some snails, and the snail's foot is this the beak, and it's like it's been converted. You know what I'm saying? I always think of this part like it reminds me so much of a hat, and it makes me think of Toad from um, Dr. Mario games. Gastropods. Okay, okay. What am I thinking? I mean, I might be just misremembering entirely. But okay. I think we can get an eye like right here, kind of looking right at us. I saw a beached whale once. Uh, I got to walk right up to it, basically. There was other people there. It was very sad. There's probably 60 people there. There was a group of scientists keeping people back, so no one was harassing the whale. Oh, heck yeah. Seriously. Yeah, the firefly squid is cool. I should have done that. I have black paper right here, and I was like, I'm gonna use the black paper tonight. And then I didn't take the chance to draw the firefly squid. Really, it's my fault. I'm the worst. I'm the worst at this game. Okay, it looks like they basically it's still too big. I wonder if we can get him. That's like the head. We'll move his that there. Just like that. This will be the beak. I remember, is it squids? I know octopus can fit through like the tiniest spots. Is it squids that can fit through? Like if their beak can fit through, they can fit through. I used to know so many like factoids about squids and octopus. I remember thinking distinctly squids were way cooler than octopus. Oh, thank you, thank you. The type of footage. I once read a paper for class on a juvenile length and other characteristics. That is cool. I love reading a good scientific paper. Okay. So let's see. Thinking if we make him. So now I'm doing fiction. This part is based on what I can tell is real, and then what I'm doing now is based on sort of some guesswork. I'm going to put the tentacle there. Some guesswork, some educated guesswork. This is going to be the other tentacle. Those are just going to kind of go off like kings. And then we're going to have a foot here that's going to come out close to us and then go back further away, which is kind of what this one's going to do also. And we're going to have them be in the middle of a. Oh, yeah, yeah, I understand. I understand. Okay, so their tentacles are going to be. I remember as a kid, I might have been a little annoying. I remember asking people like, or correcting people when people said like squids have what is it like 10 arms and octopus only have eight. So first of all, I remember being the kid who was like, actually, squids have 10 arms. Octopus are the ones with eight. When I was like very little, and when I was taught squids had 10 arms before, like I knew the distinction between arms and um, tentacles. I was a little bit of an annoying kid, I think. I think I was annoying. And then it's funny to me because then I definitely was also like, oh, actually, did you know squids have tentacles? Some of those arms are tentacles. Hey, Travel Cloud. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the sea is crazy though because things that are like, oh, they basically never go after humans will sometimes just decide to go after humans, you know? Like, There was a some sort of shark, I think a whale shark. I'm not 100%. And essentially they were like, this thing never goes after humans. People swim with this all the time. It's not something that really happens. And then, well, it happened. And they were like, oh, yeah, it's because, yeah, I will. I was thinking about that. So we have one other thing after the squid and before the Gengar, or a Ghastly. Should I do a Gengar or Ghastly? Too much foreshortening. Too much. Don't don't eat all the foreshortening. It's not healthy for you. Have some for butter. Right, right. They're giant squid are like the main food of the sperm whale. That's correct, I think. And then they think, oh, like the beaks. I'm gonna say another factoid about the beaks. I'm just not. I'm just not gonna. It was about the beaks in regards to the whale, though. It was a little different. It was a little different. Yeah, so they do find squid beaks in their. It's not always in their stomachs. Like it can be in their other parts, but it creates ambergris. And so they think a lot of ambergris is actually due to squid beaks. Oh man, Sid beak would be an interesting an interesting name for a human person. That started off. Okay, where's my bigger better eraser? Ah, yeah, it's definitely giant squids. Like giant squids are meant to be. Okay, I got some adjusting to do. You got some adjusting to do. Why am I so punchy already? I've looked it up and I've discovered that their friggin' arms are like super ripped at the top. So I'm gonna make that happen for our squid friend. And I think it'll look better. So okay, let me see. Yeah, what do we got? What do we got? We got juggling. We got this guy. Seal clown pins. And then we have Gengar. And then we have, oh yeah, flavor of autism, I think is the right. I've definitely heard it before. And then Plorb said another thing. Yeah. Squid, what is it? Yeah, I stopped eating squid and octopus after I learned how very smart they are. Rigby the cat, Rigby the cat. I have to make sure I can see where these are actually going, because I feel like I'm losing the. Okay, and then the tentacle will come out from there. The tentacle. And then this one. That is as thick as it should have been. And this one will come down like this. Okay. I mean, the legs are always the battle with these anything like this. It takes a while to get it feeling good. What is this? Okay, am I doing this on? Yeah. Oh, bye, LaCosta. Oh, chili oil. That's Outfit is always getting chili oil. Ooh, that's nice. Oh yeah, the coast. I hear he likes tacos or something. I don't know. It seems like a weird thing to bring up. Okay, I'm starting to like actually feel like I like this drawing. I was having a bit of a struggle bus with it. Sometimes I say things and then I'm like, that is the most absolute millennial thing anyone has ever said. Hey, welcome back, Miss Hydration. Are you a bot? Yeah. Like, it seems like a very bot thing to do. No judgment. Some of my most helpful friends are bots. Yeah, we gotta get the eye like way bigger and way more like spooked out. There we go. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Did you ever hear one of the first bots ever? What was called an artificial intelligence. And it wasn't really, just like right now, it's not really artificial intelligence. They just throw that word into everything. But one of the first bots, it's very, very similar to what the LLMs do today, but on a much less complicated level. And basically, they would just agree with you and then repeat back what you said as a question. And it had extremely simple programming. It did its best, I think, to figure out like what was the appropriate grammar for asking it back on you. For asking it back on you? I mean, that's what I'm trying to say, but it sounds bad. And just like today, they found lots of people like to use it. So in the paper that was published about it, it's these two guys. They figure out how to do this. It's with a typewriter um, type of terminal, and it gets printed out. So it's all the computer is all. There's no electric screen. It's a paper computer, and hang on, I'm looking for these Humboldt squid like um, what are their suckers? Look at it. Okay, I found one. And so they found that the secretaries in the office, and this is like 1950, that time period, and they found that the secretaries at the office liked talking to this thing, this computer program, and the scientists, the programmers, whichever they um, were like, well, but it's fake. Like it's not a real person. It's fake. And they're like, yeah, we know. Still like talking to it. And I think if more people knew about that paper, they'd be less confused about what's going on with AI. Okay. Yeah, squid. I'm trying to see. Okay, there would be suckers here. I'm gonna go from the bottom up for the suckers, I think, because like their feet are pretty individually isolated, and then at a certain point, right, you can't see them anymore. So I just, okay, that one's done. I'll do this foot. You can't really see it. I'm gonna put a little one there, and then that's it. I don't think this one gets any suckers because we're just not seeing them. And then this one, we're seeing a lot of suckers. There's a lot of suckers. We call them marks. I think that's a more appropriate term. And that's it. Same with this one. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And then we're going to get ones behind. So this one has a leg behind it. This is the inside. So we're going to shade this. What's up, Oddfoot?
I think I'm gonna have some ice cream.
Oh, that sounds great. I'm a little jealous, but I'll have some later.
I was gonna ask you if you found the spray bottle.
I did not, but I did zero looking.
Okay, because I thought you maybe found it because it is the only thing on the sink in the bathroom.
Oh no, I looked on the bathroom, but not on the sink. That
Okay.
that seems crazy.
You're silly.
I was looking for a bottle, a spray bottle to deal with my gigantic and annoying hair. I love my hair, but sometimes you need some water. And I couldn't find the bottle. So instead, okay, also, I guess they have this like, their head is like flat kind of here. So instead, I just found a different bottle and I sprayed my hair with that. No problem. But I had thought like, oh, it's in the bathroom. I'll go look. And I looked in the bathroom. I looked on the bathroom shelf and I looked in the medicine cabinet and I looked like a couple of other places in the bathroom where something might be. But it was just on the bathroom sink. And like that's my kind of brain is I am if something's like out in the open but it's not where it's supposed to be, I am never gonna see it. Like that is not that is invisible to my brain. And I do not know why. I have this one line of a Olivia Rodrigo song where she says, was it yacht rock? She talks about yacht rock. And I've heard the term yacht rock before, but like I don't know what it is. That's not common to me. Okay. I'm going to give it a very beaky beak. I can't really tell how the beak looks or is attached. So I'm kind of leaving that. I say let's give it a color. I'm pretty happy with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only see 7 legs, but let's assume there's one right here that we can't see. We'll give a little hint of it. There we go. 8 legs. We did it, team. And then 2 tentacles. Although I don't know where the 2 tentacles, like, is this one supposed to also come out the front? Because I could make that happen. Should I look that up before we finalize? And all of her boy. I don't know. I have the song stuck in my head. I can't get it out. Wait, do they? I think the tentacles come from the middle. That's what this diagram says. So we're just gonna put it in the middle, no problem. Easy peasy. And just erase it behind all these legs. Boop. And then it comes out of the middle. I'm trying to think. It's definitely behind that one. Let's just erase it from here too, as a way to make sure it doesn't get tangled. Just gotta put this back on top of it. Okay, and now we definitely see, maybe even, all right, I like it. Do you think this squid listens to yacht rock? I don't know. I've heard the term yacht rock, but like it doesn't mean anything to me. Wait. Okay, I'm seeing I think this is supposed to be huge. Most of the photos I'm seeing of them are from like spot on, or like this guy's head is turned to the back. So I think I gave him like a gnome head. I think it should be more like this. So I'm gonna do it. Okay. And then we can kind of fuzzy this up a little bit, give it a little character. His hood, let's call it a hood. Okay. Am I gonna regret this? Am I gonna regret this? Yeah, so I saw a beached whale. I went specifically to the beach to see this beached whale. I lived in an ocean community for a long time growing up, and there's a beached whale. And I was off of work, and somebody said, like, hey, there's a beached whale. And I was like, oh, that's really terrible. What are they going to do? And they're like, they don't know yet. It's down there. And I was like, well, is it definitely going to die? And they were like, yes. Yeah, it's definitely going to die. There's no, they can't put it back. Apparently, I looked into this and I kind of disagree with the scientists, but I'm not an expert. So like my layman's like idea, I feel like it should be possible and I want it to be possible. So they're probably right. They're scientists, they know better. But I haven't looked into it in years. So like I don't even have a good argument, but I kind of think like it's just worth. I should have just left well enough alone with this guy. I'm just gonna give him the hood, the regular hood back. I'm not getting anything out of that I enjoy. So let's just put it back the way it was. Okay. And if it's a money thing, especially, like, I think you should spend the money to save the whales. Like the whales that, but they said one of the problems is we don't know why they beach themselves. And they beach themselves. This doesn't seem to be an accident. This seems to be intentional. And they don't quite call it, like, it's definitely intentional. They're definitely beaching themselves, but is it like, do they know like what's going to happen when they beach themselves? Like, I don't think we know if they know. We know whales have names. They call themselves and each other. We know that they have complicated communication skills. We're even pretty sure a whale learned at least one English word. This is a beluga. So I don't think it's out of the question that the whale knows exactly what's going to happen when it beaches itself. So I went and saw the beached whale. And it's hard to see, right? Because you're standing there and you can watch this whale breathe. It can live for quite a while out of the water. So you show up. Ooh, this is starting to leave smudges. I have another one. So if this one gets too dirty, we will break out the newbie. And not only is it breathing, it's, at least the one that I saw, was alert and looking around. Oh, hey, Karoth. Caro the fox. Karoth, E-Fox. That's how I've been reading people's names today. Just like accidentally totally missing how the words actually work. Thank you very much. We have a couple of requests on. If you showed up 10 minutes ago, you wouldn't have said that. No, maybe we were at a different state. Yeah, so I will never forget going to the beach to see this beached whale and it looking at you, looking at me. Hey, Dragon Cat, welcome. And it was unnerving to start, but it was also like immensely sad. And so I think about that a lot when I think of whales because, oh, that's great. Squids are baller. We talked a lot about squids earlier. So we got a lot of this, and we need a little red to make it a little bit like it's more like a rusty orange than an orange. So I have some of that. I'll throw a brown in here and get a darker red. I think also there's some pink, but not like pink. Like rusty red pink. Okay. I think we can get the squid from these colors. Frogs are cool. I've had trouble drawing frogs. Oh no problem. It was just that. It was just like it was one of the most like magical in a way that is like not happy magical, like just magical like in general. And one of the saddest. I lost my pencil sharp, and I'll use the hand one. And one of the saddest moments, because you you hear that whales are alive, like sentient, and you see like we think they really are. We can they like I said earlier, they have names, they talk to each other, they communicate, they babysit. You know that they'll ask to have other whales babysit their newborns and stuff, or not newborns, but like toddlers and stuff. They they are oh, elephants are beautiful. Um, they are really quite magical. And you know all that, or I knew all that, right? I had heard that, I had looked it up, I had read the research, and I had seen whales beach like off the shore, like what is it? Breaching the water and spraying their spray, and it was cool. Right? I really respect it. I even would say like I loved whales as an animal. They're pretty freaking awesome. But to go and stand, first of all, they are huge. Like to stand next to one is different than to see them at a distance or to see them like hanging from a ceiling somewhere in a museum. To like stand on the beach and just have there be a whale over there. It's they're so big. Like and then like just you know when you look at somebody and you're like, "Oh," or even when you look at an animal and you're like, "Oh man, that animal is smart." Like that guy or girl or that creature there, it knows what's up. That's how I felt about the whale also. Is like it knew what up. Yeah, I'm gonna start with this like peachy color because there are some like white and sort of undercolored sections of the squid, and I think having this as the base will let us get there. Will let us get there. We can get right down to like this sort of peachy white as like a neutral. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't I'm with you. I could not go. The only time I've ever seen sea animals in enclosures is in Montauk. They have a oceanographic, I'm saying this wrong, wildlife rescue. And so they have some in tanks or in even like enclosed ocean enclosures. So like they're on the ocean, um, but they don't like they can't roam free and predators can't get them. And those are it's temporary, right? They're helping them and then they're releasing them. But I watched Free Willy as a kid, which is like a very explicitly anti SeaWorld, anti whales in captivity movie. And yeah, man, they should not be. It's so bleh. Oh, I'm gonna have to find. I still don't know where that. Okay, maybe for this guy, I will bust out. I've been thinking about doing it. I will bust out the real pen and ink, the old school pen and ink. I'll just need to run to the sink and get a little water. Or yeah, not the sink. Yeah, you can't use minerally water. It has to be spring water or the other kind. It's supposed to be distilled water, but I use spring water. It's been fine. Okay, so I didn't do this part of the beak because in my research it looks very white. So I'm just going to hit it with white. And then the beak I didn't do because in my research it's very dark gray blue. So I'm going to hit that with some blue and then I'll come back with some black or whatever later. Okay, now that we have that done, I think I have to like choose one and just go for it. I think any of these colors is going to look fine. So I'm just going to start building like shadows and stuff right away, like depth. Yeah, Free Willy, I feel like was a movie that they put on for free. Okay, so in my hometown, and I think this is true of a lot of places, on Christmas, on the day that they have the Christmas parade, rather. So I want to be really light with this red because otherwise it'll really overpower. But I want to do red instead of one of these oranges because I want it to be like dark. I mean, maybe this one would work. I'm going to do red. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right. So Oddfoot and I grew up in the same town. And on Christmas, on the Christmas parade, they would do a free movie for the kids and their parents, I guess. But our movie theater would do a free movie. And like also ignore all the safety regulations and the fire rules and stuff like that. And there would be like like kids sitting on the floor. Like I don't think they could do get away with it now. I mean, somebody would complain, but just an immense amount of kids. Two kids to every seat. Kids on the floor throughout the whole aisle. Kids in the front, kids in the back. No way could everyone see this movie. And so Odd Fudd, that was her first and second, because they did it 2 years in a row, movie in the theater. I think my first movie in the theater, I'm pretty sure, was Fantasia. And I'm like 4 years old. And, it's not even, I don't want to go see Fantasia. It Fantasia had been out a while. I'm pretty sure it was just like a re-release or something. That's a good one. So I've been talking a lot about how smart octopus are and how smart whales are. Are squid smart? Does anyone? I don't know. Like, I know they're clever. Man, so I'm using my old paper, just like that's been kicking around for a while, and it has like, there's like sand or something all over it, and I keep getting these dark spots. Like, I'm like, oh, this is why I don't use my old paper. Sand spot, sand spot, sand spot. After the squid, I have a clown, a seal with clowns, and a juggling seal, a juggling clown, a seal juggling a clown, something like that. One of those. I have to look better, but it's that. It's a juggling clown with a seal. This wasn't meant to be sea life specific. It's meant to be spooky. Okay. I'm feeling this. Like, I like the color choices here. So I'm now doing like the highlights with the orange. It's not really what would be like lit up necessarily. It's more like the opposite of the shadow. Like it's the other shadow. You know when people do bisexual lighting, it's like that. Like there's light coming from two different sides, but then the shadows look different depending on which light source is catching the other. So it's like that. Oh man, that is cool. I had a friend who was a diver who did undersea welding, but he said it was too stressful. And so he was actively looking to get into other work, which I think makes sense, but he always had that in his back pocket. I do not know. We lost touch. I do not know if he went back to it. But I was told I wasn't allowed. So I have asthma. And so I was told pretty early, like, that I would not be allowed to scuba, which is probably right. That kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, yep. Is is there a glass of water emoji? I feel like. Yeah, so that is something that's really interesting about the emojis, right? That it's like it is heavily Japanese and American focused, and it, in that order, like first Japanese and then American. And it'll be like ice cream isn't it's mochi. Dang. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, my asthma also got way worse as I got older. I was able to manage it better, so that's been helpful. Like it's not been super detrimental to my life, but it's expensive. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah, I would have sworn that there was a water emoji. There's like drops, but you can't use that. Okay. So I like this. I want to get some. Okay, hang on. There's a couple of spots where my red kind of my orange kind of is like clearly looks ended. So I'm just gonna kind of buff that out just so you can't see these. They bring attention, and I don't like attention. Well, I don't want to draw anyone's attention to those specific spots. So I want that to look more natural. I'm just gonna kind of erase it out a little bit. You can barely tell I've erased anything. Which is just what I want. Okay. Champagne bok choy. Sounds pretty good. Okay, okay. I'm just trying to think how to. Okay, I'm going to do this like yellowy orange for this background. I think I'm going to pull up the new one and see what we get in the way of red oranges. 'Cause there's poppy orange, there's poppy red, and that's pretty red orange. Oh, let's look. Oof. Hey, Moonstar. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm a slow low today. Okay, yeah, this is probably the color I'm looking for. Or straight orange, which I don't think I have. Mineral orange, okay. And maybe this guy. Whoa, it's a long name. Uh cadmium orange hue. Pumpkin orange. Okay, yeah. We're gonna get some good stuff out of this guy. Let's bring it in. Okay, we got a couple things ahead. What do we got? What do we got? Blood Moon. Oh, Blood Moon. Yeah, yeah. What is it from? The Lunar and Earth Show. I don't think I know that. Is it a good? Is it good? I'm always looking for like calm, cool, chill. Yeah, we've been squidding it up. Oh yeah, look at that. This is like exactly the color I was making, but it's already mixed. Yeah, I'm going to sharpen this and we're going to get some of that going. I lost my pencil sharpener. Oh my god, it's right here. I am blind. I do not know. Yeah, I think give a yap. Nice. Always good to draw. I think like okay, so I gave myself a challenge to post on Instagram every day when I first started getting into art. I don't recommend that one, but it was a way to like keep me accountable to make sure I was doing work every day. But the problem was I didn't actually do work. I kind of just would make whatever I thought would be enough. So then I gave myself the challenge to draw a cartoon for Oddfoot every day. Oh, and once I did that, now like I was really accountable. Like I was going to draw a cartoon for Oddfoot every day. That was something that was 100% going to happen. And what that meant was when I sat down to draw something, I had to draw something. So like even on days where I had artist block or I was struggling, like I had to draw something. Oh, don't put that over there. This goes in here. And I think that really helped me to not get artist block anymore. Like, not that I don't ever not know what to draw, but it's not something I like worry about. It's something that I just like kind of. Oh, that's interesting. I don't, yeah, I've heard of these VR chat shows. Oh, Dragon Cat, I'm sorry to hear that. That's really hard. When I heard my sister passed away, I was sitting at this desk, my desk, my drawing desk, and it wasn't in this house. We were living someplace else, but I'm really happy that I had this desk and I was drawing and doing that at the time, and still am now. And I feel you. I feel like it's an escape isn't a bad thing. Like I feel like often people will try to tell you that having an escape is bad in and of itself, like by itself, without any extra context. Um, and I don't think that's true. I think there's healthy escape and there's unhealthy escape. Yeah, well, thanks. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping in. Or being, I didn't mean, thanks for being here, is what I'm saying. We appreciate you. I'm going to do a little bit of purple on this one. Yeah. Do a little purple on this too. This is white, but you can give it a purple tinge. This is kind of white too. These, I'm going to do blue actually. These, like tentacles, the suckers, and the extra little bits. Oh, that's great. I should look into Scratch. It looks fun. I mean, it sounds fun. I haven't. What is the language like? I guess we shouldn't talk about that. That's not super engaging for most people. I have to learn. I would talk about programming languages and like how they're constructed and what they're made for and how they're made all day. But oh no. That's terrible that got stolen. Yeah, I'm happy we're doing the squid. It really turned into a bunch of people talking about squid today. It was pretty cool. And I think the drawing turned out pretty good too. Yeah, I want this a little bit more saturated just because I don't think it's showing up this tentacle here. And I really want it to. And this one too. And then, okay, and now I'm just gonna try to I'm just gonna kind of rough out some without thinking too hard about it because I want my hands to do the thinking on this. Yeah, dang wooden rod people. Actually, the wooden rod people have been pretty nice. Dang FedEx. Okay, I'm feeling this. Hang on, I have a drawing of moon and sun right here. This is a drawing I did of moon a couple of weeks ago. Oh, dang, yeah. I have an old laptop that I barely can use. Ah, sorry, Blood Moon. I'll draw them again someday. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna bust out the real ink for this, I said. Okay, give me 1 second. I just need to get some fresh water. Do I? Okay. I'm trying not to mix all my pencils together. This is all the pencils I've used for this. Actually, plus one more. This guy feels like he's like one color, but we used all these. Oh, that's great. I mean, not that you can't afford them, but that you make them. I think about making plushies all the time. I've not made any. My stuffy when I was growing up, my you know, what do they call it? Like my security blanket type stuffy was my mom made him from like a comforter. It was like a kit kind of deal. It was a thing people did at the time. But like if you couldn't afford like a custom, like a, a fancy one, you could get these like sheets and they would be stuffed. You could stuff them with stuffing. Come on, Chris, get it together. And you just had to sew a straight edge. Not straight, but you had to sew an edge. Oh, okay. That can sometimes take some time to the like if it's just freshly started, that can take some time. Hey, that's smart. So I know Blender. I don't know Plushify. Um, saving for school is smart. It's just smart. Oh man, yeah. Squid plushie, real squid, too good at cuddling. Squid plushie. Hmm. Okay, hang on. So I'm gonna need a thing for water, some ink. Yeah, there's ink in there. Ink, a thing for cleaning fluid. That's not water. What's in here? Doesn't matter. And it's funny. So this doesn't fit because it's dry. But if it's wet, it fits. So that'll happen. Okay, and oh, and the pens, and the pens, and the pens. The pens. And paper towel. So I need a paper towel, some water, and the cleaning fluid. You got it, dude. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, that is cool. Yeah, I think it's the second drawing. Yeah, remember the first one was my girl. My girl got eyeballs in the back of her head. Yeah, it's a bean. It's a bean. Hey, Alistor. Okay, let me tell you. Alistair. Same, and I didn't pursue it for a really long time, but I always wanted to do it. And then I did graphic design because I was like, that's close, and I can do a little bit of illustration and learn. Oh, Beatrice is pretty good. So I did a tiny bit when I was creating logos and doing stuff like that. I did a little bit, but I wasn't like practicing. I wasn't doing it a lot. So I wasn't getting better in my illustration. Then I moved in. I was going to say, you're going to have to set it up. Then I moved in with my wife now, Oddfud. And she was like, well, what do you want to do with your life? And I was like, well, I want to do all sorts of stuff. Hey, Killerfish. And she was like, well, like what? And eventually we figured out that I wanted to do illustration. And I was not good. I was not good at illustration, but I started drawing every single day. And it's been some years. And okay, yeah, so it's been some years. I'm not paying all of my bills with illustration, but I am paying some of my bills with illustration. I do craft fairs where we sell my greeting cards and we sell prints. I do print sales where we sell prints of the illustrations. And basically, I draw something, I scan it in, I clean it up, I print it out on 8 by 10 or 10 by 20, and then I there's no such thing as a fish, and then I sign and number them and I sell those. People buy those, people buy the greeting cards. I am working on a couple of, and by doing those things, I get commissions. So I would also look into, there's some commission websites you can look into. I think they're pretty easy to find. I haven't used any of those, but I have had some luck with just getting commissions. And so there's that. Then I've also I've gotten a lot of work. All right. If you can see that your art could be better, then you can make it better. It's just going to take some practice. I would avoid AI to on your own art, like as a general rule. Like I don't know, there's specific use cases where I could see something going on, and I'm not saying you're bad or anything, but I am saying like a lot of people right now they don't want to buy AI art because they think they could do that themselves. And I think that's everything. I think that's everything. This I stabbed myself with this today. You can see it right there. It hurts. Okay, I am going to be right back. I just need to get some water. Mishydration. And then we're gonna do some inking with some dip pens, which I haven't done in a long time. Oh, I forgot a paper towel. Okay, I got it. I got the water. Hui, hui, hi, hui. Yeah, are you still hearing the microphone interference? Because I got nothing. Okay. Okay, we got some water. We got some paper towels. Ah, this is the actual ink. It says a silver top. That's how you can tell. And I just need some ink cleaner. It's blue. I use Windex. They sell like fancy ink cleaner, but I don't use it. I use Index. I bought one thing of Windex like 1,000 years ago, and I've been using it ever since. Oh my gosh, I spilt it everywhere. It's fine. It's just Windex. It's a cleaning fluid. Okay. God, I'm a mess. I have not worked in dip pen in a long time. So please forgive my fumbliness. Okay, let's give it a try. What do they say? You can only begin by beginning. Okay. I was actually kind of talking about that earlier, that my mind thinks something is wrong, but I don't know what. I think it's a hard. I think what Oddfoot's saying is when you keep your old artwork, you can look back on it and see that you're getting better. Yeah, so we're doing this guy, and then we have a clown, but that one's just pencil, the clown, and then, ooh, Blood Moon's pretty far down the list. If I'm honest, we have clown, then we have Gengar, then we have Rigby the cat, and then we have Blood Moon. I have to be very careful because this ink stays wet for quite a while. So I do not want to accidentally all over my hand. I'm going to just do the outline of the eye and I will catch the inside with a paintbrush later. Because I do want that to be nice and black, but it doesn't have to be nice and black right away. Yeah, okay. Some words of advice that helped me when I was first starting and I was feeling really frustrated was to buy. So I was struggling because I felt like every drawing had to be precious. And when you're starting out, it's the opposite, right? You have 10,000 bad drawings in you. And then once you get finished with all those, every other drawing is good. And I was being too precious with my drawings. I was trying to make every drawing good. But your first drawings are bad. And once I started being less precious and I cared less about the drawings I was doing right now, that gave me the opportunity and the space to start practicing in a way that actually made me better. So one thing that I still think of while I'm doing a piece of art, if it's frustrating me, is you can just do it again. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Like, no particular piece of paper needs to be good because you can just do it again. You can do it again later if it's too much right now, or you can do it again right now. sometimes I'll trace the parts that I think I like, and then I'll redraw the rest. Hey, Somewhere Dragons. Yeah, this community is pretty awesome. I really like you guys. Um, we have a Discord. People share their art in there. You can see other people's art. You can share your own art. You're more than welcome. Floor believe in orange on anything you draw. Why do you do that, Plorb? Yeah, that's my best advice. Yeah, so okay, yeah. For paper, I I was going to say this before. I had to buy the cheapest paper. When you're starting out, you should get the largest, like physically largest, biggest, cheapest paper that you can afford, that you can get a lot of. I know that's not super well worded, but that's what it is. And then, because you shouldn't be like, oh, this is an expensive piece of paper. You should be like, oh, this paper is a piece of trash. When you're practicing, when you're starting out, every piece of paper should be something that's disposable, because it's practice. You're trying to get through it, and that goes hand in hand with the you have 10,000 bad drawings in you. Like, every bad drawing you do, you should be happy, because you're one closer to a great drawing. And I know that's like hard to hear and hard to follow, but that's that's for real. Oh, that's great, Dragon Cat. I'm jealous. We're supposed to have rain, and I cannot wait. I feel like when it's going to rain, my body is like all tense. And then as soon as it starts raining, I'm like, ah. And I get like a full body sigh of relief. Yeah, it's our pleasure. It's my pleasure, and I know the other people here also are happy to help. So hopefully we'll keep seeing you. Either way, good luck on your journey. I I wish I had done it sooner. I wish I had pursued it when I was younger. It's been an incredibly rewarding experience and job, and people are so nice. Like, the people in the field are nice, the customers are nice. Everybody's been so wonderful. I hope you experience the same thing. And art's not dead. Don't believe the hype. They were saying the same thing about graphic design for more than a decade, and I was a graphic designer for years and years and years. All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for the dip pen. Haven't done a dip pen in a really long time. But I was getting really frustrated with the but I don't know where my pen is. I was getting really frustrated with not knowing where my other pen is. So, ooh, I do have a brush. I don't think I want to do anything else on this one. Like maybe I would go in with a little brush. We can at least hit that. My brush is jank. I don't know what happened to it. All right, I'm not going to use that brush anymore. At least not right now. I wanted this to be thicker, but it got too thick. All right, we might have to clean that up in post. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Somewhere Dragons. Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix this guy. I'm gonna stick him in some like brush cleaner and then maybe like into a clamp or something. Yeah, I saw. I said I appreciate you. Uh, thanks for coming in. We hope we helped, and we're glad to have you in the Discord if you show up. No worries. I think that's everything. Oh, and the sketchbook. Get cheap paper. Cheap, cheap, cheap. As much as you can. After that, no. Thank you, I needed this. That's all I saw. The last one I saw is, okay, thank you. I really needed this. Thank you, truly. Okay, we got Squid friend. Dang, yeah. I wish I had a better. Well, that's fine. That's fine. This worked out good. We're gonna do the clown now, and then we have Gengar. Orange Mo. Sorry, Alistair. What I said was the last message was the last message I saw. I did not see anything else. So if you sent something else, I did not get it. YouTube must have unallowed it or glitched out or something like that. Yeah, I might have to get another brush, like just one brush that's like a little bit nice. Or try to fix these. These might work. These might be fixable. Okay. So Oddfoot is doing journals, circus journals. And she drew a bunch of clowns. And she's asked me to draw some also. And so this is going to be one of those. Oh, Fiddlesticks is good because he's going to be having like so that works out. Yeah, I've been streaming late, which I guess is early for you. So if I streamed earlier, that'd be even earlier. So yeah, the last couple of days I've been streaming like very late for me. I guess sometimes I stream at like 4 p.m. my time, which might be God, I don't know. I do not know what kind of hat this clown is wearing. What the? Yeah, that's a word. That works out. What kind of hat this clown is wearing, but I'm digging it. Yeah, for sure. If you subscribe to me and I see your I'll try to remember. I will try to subscribe to you. Sorry. I will try to subscribe to you. I remember trying to get to 50 subscribers so I could live stream. And I will gladly help somebody out by subscribing to them so they can live stream. Okay, I don't know why I'm going like. Yeah, sorry. I was going to say, because I get notifications when people who share their subscription subscribe to me. And so that would then remind me to subscribe to you. So I was going to say, if that happens, I will remember. But I decided to just say, if you're posting in the chat, I'll see it and I will remember then. So yes, I will subscribe. Okay, we got this guy. He is a clown. He's not wearing an eye mask. What is it? I meant a nose. He's not wearing a nose, a clown nose. I wonder if that could get copyright struck because somebody like sampled it. Like it's definitely an old song that's not copyrightable. Thank you so much, Alistair. Welcome, welcome. What's overtakes? So I have to tell you, I am working off of a format. Oh, overalls. He's gonna have like a certain type of overalls, like bucket overalls, something like that. So you'll see. I already got that one. We gotta get his shoulders in here. Skinny Shoulders McGee over here. Everybody I draw lately is Skinny Shoulders McGee. I don't know what's going on. Uh-huh. Concept sketch. Yes. Boom. Okay. That's the overalls. Starting early. Okay, but first we gotta get the neckerchief. I'm gonna dress up, I think, as a fairy princess type deal for Halloween. We have a Halloween fair where we do 3 days. It'll be our first year doing it. So I say where we do blah 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 like we've done it before. That's a trick. I use that trick all the time where I say like, "Oh, where we do this thing." And like it's the first time we're ever doing it. But when you talk like that, especially to potential clients, they're like, "Oh, cool." And it gives a like a sense of um community or something. I only have drawn bugs a couple of times. Are you still hearing the microphone click? Is anyone else hearing a microphone click? Oddfoot said she was hearing one, but I've been careful not to hit anything. Oh yeah, I'm always down to hear business tricks for real. Okay, that's gonna be belly. This is gonna be arms. Oh, it's clicking slightly. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I wonder if that helped. Yeah, I was gonna ask if it was what is that called? This is like, is it, it's something anchoring or something. It's a dirty practice. I'm pretty good about not falling for that, but it sometimes it just means that the only conveniently priced meal that's like actually worth the value is the large, or conveniently priced whatever. Yeah, it's so movie theaters big on this. So there's two ways where this works, right? Where you want a medium coffee and you don't want a large. You don't want to spend the money on a large. You don't actually want a large. You're never going to drink that much coffee. Um, and then they trick you into spending the extra 50 cents because like, well, you might want a large. And that's pretty bad because you were never going to spend that money in the first place. And then there's ones where it's like you will probably use it all. And so you're like, "Ah, I might as well buy it all now." And like, so I will get the large because like it's actually the most valuable thing and I care about the value. And then there's like, what is it, where you don't even care. I lost track. Anyway, right, right. You're totally right. It's a crazy, man, I keep running out of space today. I'm gonna have to draw his feet separate. We'll do a trick where I draw his feet separate and then I'll combine them back in a scan later. You guys won't see the scanning, but you guys can see the trick. This is like my face. Hey, art tapes. You might. I'm not sure. I do this a lot. So you might see this. I make some shorts. You might have seen my shorts. What's the other thing I do? I I can't think of the other thing I do. Or if I do anything else that you might recognize me from. I mean, I grew up on Long Island. Are you a fellow Long Islander? When you say Long Island, you have to say Long Island because people from Nassau County say it that way, and they'll beat you up if you say it wrong. Oh yeah. For a while I was not drawing feet for exactly that reason. I cut out a lot of things because I don't want to draw it. Lately, I've been doing the opposite, where if I don't want to draw the thing, I just I just draw it anyway, and it's bad because I was like, I had the realization, it like struck me, like, oh, cool. It struck me that I wasn't practicing the things I was bad at. Which is like, those are the things you're meant to practice. And instead of practicing them, I just was trying to avoid them. And I was like, oh, this is not a good look for my future art. So I started drawing the things I'm bad at. It's not great. I mean, it's great. It's a good thing, but it definitely makes me feel bad sometimes because I'm like, oh my gosh. I think I need to turn his head up. He's supposed to be juggling with the fellow, but instead, he ain't. Yeah, that's true. You might need to raise the price. I think if you raise the price of the medium journals just a little bit, I think that would be fine. Every single person says like, "Oh my God, that's such a good deal." I didn't look up what seals look like, so this is just like a guess. It feels right. Oh, cool. I've never played Roblox. I didn't know you split into multiple parts. Like, wait, I imagined split into multiple parts. Blobfish, man. You must have been in the deep sea. When I thought split into multiple parts, I thought like you're this size and you're like running around and then you get attacked, boom. And the next thing you know, there's like a bunch of little yous running around. I don't know why, that's what I thought. Um, but I think that's funny. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, dreams. I didn't remember my dreams for like years and years. You guys still getting that click, or did I solve it? This guy, yeah, or this guy. This guy. Yeah, let me zoom out a while so you can see both. Okay, so we're gonna give them some pins. Oh, I could see it, Spencer. I've been watching a lot of Smosh lately, so when I think of Spencer, I think of Spencer. What's his name? Agnew, I want to say. I've not been watching that much Smosh. Well, maybe I just got his name perfectly right. Okay, so this pin is not perfect. I used to would have changed that. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it not perfect. I'm going to draw a pin back here. I used to try to make everything absolutely perfect. And then when I saw another illustrator and they did things that weren't perfect, I'd be like, I would have made that perfect. And then I was like, man, how come I don't get any work as illustrators, but these other people do? I'll give you a hint. I was pointing it out. That is a good, that is a solid one. Spencer and Bubbles. Remember Bubbles, the CIA agent slash social worker. This one's messing me up. I'll do that one later. What do we got? I'll get some in this guy's hand. From Lilo and Stitch. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I did not watch the live action. I didn't feel the need to. Like, I don't know. I don't have any particular problem with the live action, but oh, it only happens when I talk. Okay, well, I have a semi-solution for that. Give me 1 second, because I want to solve this problem. Okay. That should be better, hopefully. Yeah, I just don't have any huge Spencer and Bubbles juggle. I could not write the word juggle before. I was like, I was just at a loss. I think we'll do one that he just let go of, like here. Let me know if there's still a click, because then I gotta figure something out. Or no, really, then it's probably YouTube's problem. Yeah, it's possible my phone microphone is a little, I don't know, dirty, wet, something like that. So I guess I want one more somewhere, just like here, here. Like these two all make sense. Okay. I think I'm gonna just draw some extra bowling pins somewhere. We don't have to. Okay, let's see. These are actually not bowling pins. Well, these are closer to bowling pins. Juggling pins are different. I should have drawn those, but I didn't. I drew a bowling pin. It's whatever. How's the click? Is it still there? Clickety click clack. Yeah, bro's like, step right up, folks. Watch Spencer and Bubbles juggle each other. Chainsaws. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. It's only there when I talk. Because I've switched microphones now. There's no ladybug. I checked. It's gone. I don't know where it got to. Alas, alas, poor click. Oh, thank you so much, Travel Cloud. This is based on a work of Oddfuts that I was just improving upon. Okay, so that's his belly. I drew through his belly. Okay, now I'm going to pattern. Yeah, this motherfucker's talented. I get, is it, you saying it's not that bad? I'll just listen to the recording. Oh, I have you plus me equals less than 3. Everybody's favorite new song. I was thinking checker pattern. I don't think it'll be easy, but it might be fun to do. Okay, thank you, Dragon Cat. Yeah, no, it's fine. I barely use the audio. Like if it's bad, that really sucks because then I'm like, I know people are being driven away, and I don't want anyone to be like, ooh, I want to stay, but I can't because the sound sucks that bad. So as long as that's not happening, I'm pretty okay with it. Okay, so like that's straight. Something like that. And then just around and around and around and around and around and around and around. Let's do better. And around and around and around. Oh, hey, Gem. Gemstar is a great name. Gemstar. Like, genuinely, like, really awesome. Really happy to have you stop in and say hello. What a cool name for real. I'm gushing, and that's not really appropriate. But I like the whole thing. All right, that's enough of that. I was thinking about watching, what movie was it? About Burger and Bun. I don't what it like I don't it's just gonna be that. No, I don't know what Burger and Bun Part 2 would even be. There's not a Part 2. Like, have you been injured trying to file a lawsuit with Burger and Bun? Call Grillman, Fryer, and Diner owner. I don't know. I spiritually for me, the second Burger and Bun is these guys are nuts. Whoa, that's cool. That is I've been seeing a lot of people bedazzling on YouTube, and it's made me feel like, man, I really wish I got into bedazzling earlier because it's neat. Like it's people are it's I always thought it was kind of like sort of like cheap and I don't want to say chintzy, but I think I want to say chintzy. I always thought it was going to be like it was cheap looking, but it's not. It looks great. It's like it can look real quality. I had a it was misrepresented to me in the press, in the media. Ooh, hot dog, and bun as their competition. That is pretty good. Okay, there might be something there. I'll think about it. Because there's ooh, hot dog, wiener, and kraut. I think there's a story with the drama of how does the buffalo skull look bedazzled? I should have asked that. I want to know. Um, I think there's potential there with like Bun being either like a common last name in the food lawyer category, or like it's the same Bun and they've betrayed Burger, or they betrayed Wiener and Kraut. Oh, I guess everyone knows the town we live in. So in the town we live in, there is a lawyer called Cappy Wiener, and every once in a while, the directions, like the GPS, will be like turn at Cappy Wiener. And I'm like, what is happening? Dun, changing, talking on the phone. I know everybody changes, but I hope that we don't. Carve my name into. Now I'm just singing. Okay. Hot dog, wiener, and kraut. You know, in 2000, after um, 9/11 and the like crazy thing the country did then, the U.S. went into war, right? And some other nations like were like, nah, man, you're not thinking straight. We're not gonna support this toxic behavior. And then the media, I can't remember who started it, but somebody was like, oh, it was France. France was like, nah, mate, we can't. You're acting foolish. Calm down, get it together. Sacre bleu, something like that. And then people stopped calling. Actually, this turned out pretty good. I was afraid actually doing the ones by hand would make it look silly, but this looks pretty good. Ooh, BBQ court, yeah. And they started calling French fries freedom fries. I don't know. I don't know how old everybody is. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I'm just. This is a thing that happened in the early 2000s. Okay, I just need to do his feet and then we're done with this guy. Let's see. Oh, heck yeah. The magic of having two of them. Wait, no, that's different. Look at that. Now we can do the feet. Okay. Okay, what? What do the feet look like? Okay, okay. So he's just kind of standing there. This would be his heel on this one, right? His forward is that way. This would be his heel. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draw just this part. I'm going to trace just this part here like that. And then I'm going to turn the lights back on. And I'm going to draw the feet. There's a fly. Just regular in the room. Okay. I've been drawing a lot of clown feet because I've been helping Oddfoot draw all these clowns. Pretty neat. They're always pretty cool. Clown shoes. Clown shoes. I've not drawn a single clown foot. Wait, that might not be true. Okay, this guy's facing this way. That's not this. So I started with those boxes because I was like trying to be cute. Okay, leg, foot, shoe, slop. Okay, boom. I think this guy's just big. Like, why is his foot so? I was talking about how earlier. I was talking about how I draw things and then I don't think they're good, and then I like leave them alone, and then later I'm like, actually, it was fine. It's feet. It's always feet, man. I always think I draw bad feet, and then I look back and I'm like, oh, it was. I could have just left it. It was totally fine. Or noses. For some reason, another one I do is noses. I'm like really bad at drawing noses. I'm gonna call this fine. I think that's perfectly fine with feet, and they'll stick on the bottom of this guy. Let's see. They'll stick on the bottom of this guy, kind of like that. Yeah, he looks normal. We'll drop the seal down just a little bit. It'll be a couple of scans and a quick copy and paste, and then Bob's your uncle. Okay. So what's next? Just as a recap, we did some pretty cool stuff today. So we did Spencer and Bubbles. Spencer is the serious one. We did Orange Mo. We did Lima. Well, Beatrice. Hey girl, how you been? Oh yeah. It'll be like that. It'll be it'll be like a short screen, like a phone screen, shorts, whatever. Yes, it's a sequel to Cashew. Exactly. And he's like, and it'll be like this girl. We all know this girl with the perm. And she's never happy to see you, but she's always got a big smile. This is not a great drawing. Anyway, it's this girl, and she's like, hey girl. Hey girl. And then it's like, she's like looking up now. I don't know why. Her arm is like doing something different also. She's like laughing at you. And it's like, it's weird because you're not even part of the joke. You're just watching. How you been? Ha ha. Very funny, Susan. Okay, I forget. I forget what's next. Hang on, I have it written down somewhere. Is it Gengar? I think it might be Gengar. It's Gengar. Mega Gengar. If you're not careful, I'm going to do Ghastly. Yeah, I'll do Mega Gengar. I don't care. Does he stand on? No, those are his fists, right? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's great. I love to have something to watch while I like clean or organize. I find it super useful. Okay, so that I'm seeing Gengar. Where did this fly even come from? I'm gonna try drawing him from the front. I do not generally draw Pokemon, so if I'm a little rusty or bad at it, please forgive me. Okay, so where's that fly coming from, man? I'm seeing like kind of like ears, and he's got a couple of spikes here, and he's definitely got some spikes like on his back, and then from here he's kind of got these like arm type deals. Oh wait, is it Gengar? No, Rigby is after Gengar. I don't think I can get to another request today, Alistair. I apologize, but I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, so why don't, if you're on tomorrow, whether it's a request stream or not, if you come in and you request your thing, I will draw it. You know, as long as it's not like something crazy. It's not like the Mona Lisa. But yeah, if you have a relatively simple request, like you know these like Gengar or whatever, and you're in the stream tomorrow, or the next time you're in the stream, if you remind me, I will do your request. That's, I feel like my whole life is like I'm miserable throughout the daytime, and then it hits like midnight, and I'm like, whoa, let's work. I'm a Gengar. I think Gengars probably have a lower voice, right? Gengar. I watched the new Pokemon show. I liked it. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah. If I don't get to it tonight, which I don't think I will, so if I don't get to it tonight, just remind me next time you're in, and I will do it. This is a common problem with request streams. Like they just can't go on for a long time, and that's okay. But what I always do is, if you're the last person, if you like don't get your request, then we'll have you come in another day. Why does this look so weird? I feel like this is what it's supposed to look like, but its tail. Is he not? Is he supposed to be fatter? Okay, let's try. Okay, cool. Gengar, 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 Gengar. I like that. It's dumb. It's dumb. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try a second try. Okay. Second try, worse than the first. Everybody's gonna mess up at least one time, maybe twice. Third time's the charm. That means you messed up twice before. Yeah, this is already looking more evenly. Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm saying it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And I always do this where my eyes are just like not in the same plane. Oh, cool. I haven't played Legends. I really haven't played very many. I was not super into Pokemon when they first came out, which is normal, I think. I was a little bit old for the games. Well, I didn't have a Game Boy. I think if I had a Game Boy, I would have played the crap out of it. And then the only one I was like, I had a system for was Yellow Pikachu. What's the one with Pikachu? Like, I mean, I know a lot of all of them have Pikachu, but there's like one, was it for the DS? And it was like, it was weird. Like Pikachu followed you around, like on the screen. It was a strange game. And I heard from fans of the regular games that it was abnormal. But it doesn't matter. I would have played that probably still too, but my DS got stolen. So then I never really. I played Pokemon Snap, which is like not a Pokemon game. I mean, it's not like Pokemon. And then I did play Pokemon Rogue until all the drama. And then yeah, and then recently I just saw there's a somebody did a version, a mod, an emulated one. I don't remember, but essentially it's. I'm not going to do a full color on this guy, but I will do some color. I will do some purple on the top and some red on the bottom, just real quick. And it was like a 2D to 3D mod or recompile or something. And I thought about doing that, but you know what somebody did, and I might play this version. Is somebody did a version of red and blue in Minecraft. I don't know if it's still around, But there was one for a while. Oh, but I played cards. I played the Pokemon cards. Oh, cool. Thank you, Travel. That's neat. If you would like it, that's cool. I think I try to be pretty like universal. I just draw cool stuff. But I know like not everybody wants to sit around and chat, talk about stuff, like hear stories or whatever. So I get that. Man, it is so funny how like in grade school there's going to be some stupid thing that is super popular for basically every generation, for every group of people. And I just think that's neat. Like when I was a kid, we had X-Men cards and they got banned from school. And we also had Pogs and they also got banned from school. Yeah, or like 6-7, that's one. Or like fidget spinners were popular, that's one. Like there's just like things that become super popular that are kind of like they're fine, they're cool, they're whatever, but like it also just becomes a fad. Like okay, we got Super Gengar. Yeah, Pokemon cards. That was one that was banned from school pretty frequently. Um, okay, we got Rigby the dog. Nope, Rigby the cat. Uh, I heard yo-yos were popular again in some schools. I think that's funny. Wait, this is just a real cat? All right, I will draw Rigby the cat. Oh my God, Nidos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are yo-yos popular in your school now? Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, there's definitely some stuff that like has not come back around. So like when I was a kid, wait, does he not have ears? His ears are just stuck back. Kind of want to do one where you can see his ears. Oh God, yeah, popping them that. Ugh. Head Witch and the Angry Inch. We're not taking requests anymore tonight because I'm getting ready to go to bed. But because is this the last one? I think so. Yeah. But Head Witch is a fun. That would be a fun one. I think somebody requested Head Witch once before. Was it? There was like a New York City go-go dancer who was on once. Oh, no, you're saying your brother said he would watch. That's neat. Yeah, I got there. I got there. Took me a minute. Okay, what is this cat doing? So I am drawing this cat. That's, I think, one of the more famous images of him. This is Rigby the cat. He is a goofball. He always seems to be sticking out his tongue. I have not read much more about him. He kind of looks like he might have a neurological condition, but that's his own private business. I can show you a sketch of a dragon I did after I got off of the stream the other day that I just found that I never shared. I I did a dragon on stream the other day. It was a quick one at the end of the stream. It was terrible. I felt so dumb because sometimes like you just feel dumb. Like you draw bad things. Everyone draws bad things. That's totally fine. Um, oh, that's so cute. I don't know why that's cute, but I was watching a podcast yesterday of, God, I can't remember who the guest was, but she could not ride roller coasters because every time she got the sensation of falling, she would just pass out. I've heard of this before. I think it's not super uncommon, but it reminds me of fainting goat syndrome. It's similar, right? Because every time you get scared, you pass out. It's fainting goat syndrome. And that's because there's fainting goats, which is whenever they get scared, they pass out. Okay, that's okay. So I always try to remember that eyeballs are actual balls inside your head because, like, was making that one much smaller than the pupil of this one, but it's the same eyeballs. Just you're just seeing a different shape of it. I think when I started, I would instinctually like draw the eye to the shape of the eyelids instead of remembering that it's the okay, the whole eye. Palpebral apertures. Prep that word. Does that just mean eyelids? The hole you can see the eye out of? Because that's what it sounds like. Man, I don't draw cats enough. And this poor little fella. I hope. Well, I've been seeing a rash of animals, cats particularly, with like neurological disorders in my shorts feed, my TikTok feed. And I don't engage with that. So I'm surprised they're showing so many to me. But if this guy's like really popular, I could see that being why. I hope it's just that. You had that guy recently who had found a cat like abandoned in the snow and taken him in, and then it turned out that he had put the cat in the snow. And it's like really, really disturbing. It's something I would never even think that somebody would do. Oh man, we're lucky you're back because you're gonna get your drawing. It's about time. It's almost that time. And if you were not here, I think I would have skipped it because I'm tired. It's Richter. I'm just gonna do the eyes and the tongue. Did I say just the eyes? I'm just gonna do the eyes and the tongue. Did I say just the eyes and oh man, I forgot I don't have pink. Did I say just the eyes and the tongue? I meant just the eyes, the tongue, and the nose. I put away my big pencil, so I have to use my little pencils and fake pink. I can't find my black, so I'm going to use this dark brown. It's not that dark. I should have waited. Oh. Okay. Blood Moon with the black cloak thingy. Oh, Science was definitely my favorite. Um, oh, I don't like hearing that. I mean, like, not from you. Like, sometimes I have trouble finding me, so I get it. Blood Moon character. Like, YouTube will just not be showing me people. Oh, he's on Twitch. Okay, I'm not on Twitch. I keep meaning to. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I keep meaning to. I was on Twitch for a little bit with oh, what is it called? Lunar Earth and gosh, what is it called? Lunar and Earth show? Okay. Ah, okay. Is this that? Is this them? Okay, okay. I'm gonna do them. Oh yeah, I used to, I wouldn't say cut class, but I would definitely go to the library instead of going to class. Okay, so we're gonna do the last request of the night, which is Lunar from no, which is Blood Moon from Lunar and Earth, which is like a show based on I'm a little all over the place for this, but we're gonna do him. I think we're gonna do him a little cheapy because we're here, and I made his head really big, and I think that'll be fun. I do, Fizzy. I do. It's we're finishing up for the day, but I do request streams. I try to do like one a week, two a week, um, and I've been doing a lot lately just for the fun of it. So if next time I'm on, which should be tomorrow, if next time I'm on, you stop in and you have a request, even if it's not a request stream, I'll try to get it done. That's what I try to do for people who are in, but I don't get to their requests. Ah, the Lunar and Earth show. I can't see what's going on there. Well, you tell me who it is, and then we'll see. Okay, so for body, I'm just going to do boom, and then the feet will be about here. So we're doing a real chibi chibi, which I don't do enough of. I've been really enjoying drawing the chibis lately. Fox, okay, okay. I have to remember who that is. I think I've drawn Vox before. It's crazy. I end up drawing so many characters, and like I just don't watch enough TV, and then I'm not really on any. I don't play any games essentially. I play a couple of horror games, or like arcade style games. Like I play Pac-Man. That's a big one. Man, I wanted to get the Castlevania. Like there was a big Castlevania sale, Konami sale for all the Castlevania games, and I was like, I want to get that, but it would have been the same as that like trick they play on you because it was like all these Castlevania games really cheap. I really only want to play one of them maybe, and actually I don't have any time to play any of them, and so it's just like it was a real head scratcher. I don't know what this design is on the side here. All right, and then legs. Bop, bada, bop, bop. These are legs. That's how legs always go. Then we get cloak. Get the cloak up in here. Why are the arms the hardest? Was this arm the hardest for me to draw? I make that noise because it's defeating pencil marks. Down with the sketches. Okay. Sometimes when I want to be fancy, I get my vacuum. Oh, it's not plugged in. I have to use my push broom. Okay, pretty good. I don't know why this guy, he's so proud. He's like, come at me, bro. Is he the kind of guy to be like, come at me, bro? Okay, let's get a little color in here. Not a ton. Just because I don't have a ton of time. Wait, I totally missed this sketch line. I don't even know how that happened. This is the danger of... I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know what that's the danger of. I really like this 3-circle, 3-head chibi. It's the most unserious of chibis. It's the second Teen Titans level of chibi. Yeah. Yeah, I used to draw this chibi. I used to try to draw this level chibi, 3-head tall chibi, and I would always make it 4-head tall because I would just make the legs longer because I was like, it doesn't really fit, and then I would just make the legs longer. But I stopped. I started being very strict and just making it fit, which I like. I think it's great. Oh yeah, and this is red. Don't worry about it. Um, we're almost done for the day anyway. So your brother can find me another time. My little brother. Oh man. Sometimes I feel like he's messing up on purpose. He's not. He's really smart and he's a really good guy, but he can be frustrating. Okay. And then it's just dark blue. I have a dark blue somewhere. Be blue, be blue, be blue, Violet. Oh, welcome, welcome. I lost my pencil sharpener again. There it is, there it is. You know, it's funny. This is the pencil sharpener I said I found, but the real pencil sharpener that I lost is like one of those big ones with the handles you turn. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I could. Hi, Chase. Oh, I wasn't gonna do I wasn't going to do a full color. I'm not really. This is just a scribble color. This is like when I'm not sure how something is going to look, I do a scribble color on it. And this is that. Scribble colors. You guys are talking about a show, I hope, and I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm not getting the references, which is fine. It's just a little much. A little much for me because I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, uh-oh. It's okay. Oh, I forgot. One last thing. I get it. Okay. Oh, I'm holding my breath. I don't know why. I don't want to mess up. You guys ever watch Subway Takes with Kareem? Guy's pretty freaking cool. What a good idea. Oh, good. I'm glad I. That's pretty cute. I like him. And like another time, we could get some of his like lines pretty sharp. His color better. Okay. Let me find my dragon. Oh yeah, I've definitely drawn Vox. Solid character design. Okay. So this is what we drew today. We drew Blood Moon. We did Rigby the cat. We did. Oh, this is. We did we did um, Lima Bean, like Billie Jean, Lima Bean. I cannot remember what we called him. We did Spencer and Bubbles. We also did Bubbles' feet. This is the sketch of the other guy. That's it. It's not as much as it felt like. Oh, yeah, because there's more. Hang on. We also did Gengar, the Incredible. Okay, yesterday, I'm like yelling, but I think you guys are right next to me still because I have the mic on my head now. This is what we did yesterday. Yeah, my favorite part. I'm looking for the sketch of the dragon. My favorite part of drawing I don't know. That's a good question. I cannot remember who this character is, but we drew him. This was somebody in the chat. We drew their face, their profile. This is Plorb's original character. It came out really nice. Yeah, I cannot zoom or unzoom. YouTube has frozen. Oh, it worked. I think I'm gonna skip blocks today. I just don't have the time. We did Shocked Girl. This girl like looks like somebody I know, but I can't put my finger on it. We did Balloon Boy. This is a joke I drew off camera about the bird being a flight risk, which is what police call it when you might run away. But then it's a flightless bird because it's a penguin. And then even more funny is he's a flight risk because he can just slip out of his handcuffs because he doesn't have any hands because he's a bird. This is a duck-headed man. These are all from the last couple of days. This is something. This is a landscape, like a science fiction landscape. This was a request. These are all from the last 2 days, basically. And then I did a weird Enderman. And we did this guy. I cannot remember his name. He's like a Minecraft YouTuber. Okay, and I'm looking for this dragon I drew. It's pretty recent, so it should be right here. Those are my last words. Not my last words. Those are my like famous last words. Oh. This was something from a creepy drawing recently. Huh. Okay, I think I can't even find the dragon. I'm at. Oh wait. I think I'm at. No. Where could it have gotten to? This is actually funny. It's funny. Yeah, one last spot to check, and then I think I have to call it a night whether I find the dragon or not. Okay, I think that's it. Ugh. Yeah, I don't. I literally was holding this dragon before I logged on for this. Weird, because I thought I had it. Okay, maybe this is a fairy princess. I'm gonna dress as a fairy princess for Halloween. This is a skeleton giving you the bones. Never mind. This is this is just a freaky little guy. This turned into a sketchbook flip through, but I just want to find this dragon. I think we're gonna find it. I think we're on the right track. This is a request from somebody recently. They requested it, and then they were like, "You don't have to," and then they left, and then I drew it. Ah, here we go. Boom. Man, I gotta zoom out. Oh my gosh, YouTube, zoom out. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's the dragon that I was looking for. And I drew another one on stream. Here's the one I drew on stream. And I was embarrassed about this one. It's fine. It's just, it was embarrassing. So then after the stream, I drew this guy or lady. And I liked her a lot. I think she came out good. You can see her little back feet. She's got good bat wings, a nice face, a good tail. She's a healthy dragon. And that's the one I did after the stream the other day. And then you can see like my scribbles where like that's the body if if the wings weren't in the way, that's where I would have drawn the body. All right, my favorite for today. Let's see. These are all from yesterday. Oh, this might be my favorite for today because of the. No, it's the squid. We had such a good time talking about the squid, and everybody got to participate. I like the squid a lot. Lima Bean Girl I thought was amazing. And Moon was fun. And I learned about Rigby. So they were all good. But I think the squid is my favorite for today. It was a good request, solid fun drawing. And I got to use my my fancy pens, which I don't really get to use anymore. So that was also good. Which I lost them? Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I will see you tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be quite as long of a stream tomorrow, but it will be. Yeah, I drew those ones. Those ones I drew were bat wings because you can see because they're built off hands. So yeah, I always try to model my mythical creatures after real life biology, and so for those ones I intentionally chose bat wings. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Join the Discord. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, bye. Thank you.